Can tea-length dresses be easily altered? Let's talk about tea-length dresses and whether they can be easily altered. These dresses were all the rage in the 1950s, especially for special occasions like weddings and dances. The term tea-length describes a dress that falls between the knee and ankle, usually ending at mid-calf. This style was loved for its playful yet elegant look, allowing for more movement than longer gowns. Now, can these charming dresses be altered easily? The answer varies based on a few factors. First, it depends on how the dress was originally made. If you have a full-length dress, shortening it to tea-length is usually a straightforward task. Many women in the 1950s had their dresses altered this way as tea-length became the go-to style. The process involves measuring the desired length, marking it, cutting the excess fabric, and finishing the hem. If the dress has a simple skirt shape, like an A-line, this alteration can be done by a skilled seamstress or even at home if you have some sewing skills. However, not all alterations are simple. If the dress features intricate details, like lace or beading, shortening it becomes a bit trickier. A seamstress may need to carefully remove these decorations, shorten the skirt, and then reattach everything at the new hemline. This requires more time and skill but is certainly doable with patience. When it comes to adjusting the bodice or fit of a tea-length dress, the same principles apply as with any vintage garment. Many dresses from the 1950s had fitted bodices and defined waists. You can take in or let out the seams to adjust the fit. Some dresses used buttons and loops instead of zippers, which can make alterations easier since there is no zipper to remove. From a nostalgic perspective, tea-length dresses representing a time of optimism and new beginnings. They were practical yet stylish, reflecting the blend of tradition and modernity in the post-war era. Women cherished these dresses not just for their looks but for their versatility. A tea-length dress could be worn to various events, making it a favorite choice. Altering a tea-length dress today can feel like a connection to that era. It allows you to honor the craftsmanship of the past while making the dress fit your modern needs. Whether you are shortening a family heirloom or adjusting a vintage find, these alterations keep the spirit of the 1950s alive. Understanding some specialized terms can help when discussing alterations with a professional. The bodice is the fitted upper part of the dress, while the hem is the finished edge of the skirt. Applique refers to decorative pieces of fabric or lace sewn onto the garment. Knowing these terms can make conversations about alterations much smoother. In general, tea-length dresses from the 1950s can be altered with relative ease, especially for length adjustments. More complex changes may requiring greater skill but are often worth it to preserve the dress's vintage charm. For anyone drawn to the nostalgia of the 1950s, altering a tea-length dress is both a practical project and a tribute to the style of that memorable decade.